Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be trying some textured Venetian plaster. So if you know in my last video, I did try to do textured Venetian plaster, but I realized when I got to editing that I had done the whole thing backwards. And so we're going to give this a take 2 today. Try it again. So if you haven't watched my other video, go ahead and watch that here. That will kind of show you what I was doing before. It did actually end up pretty cool. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But today we're actually gonna be doing it, I think, the right way, which is backwards from what I did before. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply a full coat of textured plaster. So we're gonna cover the entire board on the first coat and make that really textured. And then the second coat, we're actually gonna be doing a kind of a skip trowel where we're leaving some spots open and then burnish over that. So we'll get some nice smooth spots, but then we'll get pockets of area that we didn't cover that will be textured. So that's the goal today. Again, I'm trying this out for the first time, so I have no idea if this will work out for me, but I thought I would show you guys because, you know, you guys want to see this. So yeah, let's get to it. Handy dandy trap trowel. If you guys haven't seen this before, this is the exotic line marmorino tools trap trowel X trowel. Pretty awesome. Go check it out. I'll leave links below to products and stuff, so you guys want to check those out, go check it out in the links. We're just gonna be applying our marmorino KS again, which is a kind of a coarser Venetian plaster. Gives you more of a, you know, eggshell matte look. So if we're going for texture, it's a good idea to use a coarser Venetian plaster because that's gonna be a lot easier to get more texture out of your look. So if you're looking to do texture, get something that is a little bit coarser. Marmorino KS is kind of in between coarse and shiny, so this kind of works well, but you can also go more coarse as well, which would even give you more texture. All right, so again, we're gonna keep this first coat textured, so don't, like my main tendency is to want to smooth it out immediately, so we're gonna leave some texture in here. We're gonna use our trowel to kind of add some more texture into it, but whoops. All right, so there you have it. First coat, super textured. I just kind of like moved my trowel around to add even more texture. I don't know if this is too thick, but we're gonna roll with it. It might take a while to dry, so we're gonna wait for this to completely dry. We don't really want to lose any of the texture on the second coat, so I'm gonna wash my tools off, let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back and do the second coat. So we have the first coat done, super textured. We let this dry all the way. So I wouldn't move forward until it's completely dry because you don't want to apply and mess up any of the texture from the first coat. So the second coat that we're gonna do right now, we're gonna do it in a skip trowel kind of fashion where we're not gonna apply it in all the places. So we're gonna leave a few areas where the texture can come through, and then we'll go back and burnish. And what will happen there is that the parts that we do smooth on top of it will go smooth, and then the texture part should come out. So again, this is my first time, so we'll see if this works, but that is what I'm hoping will happen here. So. right, so there is our second coat. I applied this nice and smooth. So now we're gonna go back and burnish this, and hopefully we can get these smooth parts really nice and smooth as it dries, and then this texture will still come through throughout the whole thing here. Burnishing trowel and our rag to wipe off any here. Okay, so there we have it. I burnished kind of the high points that we did on the second coat. And yeah, so now we're gonna let it dry, and hopefully it should give us that like mixed textured look that we were going for. I'm not a huge fan of how I left the holes here, but you know, I'm just showing you how I'm doing. So maybe, you know, next time I would do maybe a little bit more open parts, or maybe not as big of blocks, but I think overall right now it's looking pretty good. So we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. So we'll wait for that to happen, and then I will show you the final look. Okay, so now it is fully dry. So here's the final look. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I don't think from this angle you'll be able to see what the texture is, but we'll get some different angles going so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But essentially, we kind of have the smooth parts that we did the second coat with and we burnished, and then the texture from the first coat is popping through in certain areas. So you don't get like an even, uniform, smooth coat, but it gives you that nice like pockets of texture, which I think obviously is really kind of adds a really unique look to the thing. It's not quite as like polished as like just a smooth finish would be, but I think it adds that nice like, you know, nice texture where it's super matte, and then you got the kind of the semi-matte look, the gloss kind of look. So I think it turned out really cool. Let me know what you guys think. This is, you know, my second attempt at some texture here. I think this has turned out pretty good. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you'd like to see more of our Venetian plaster videos, make sure to watch our playlist, and yeah, make sure to subscribe for more of these videos. See you guys next time.